What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We have Wave 6 of LEGO Dimensions. This is the start of year 2, and there are going to be lots of great additions coming to the franchise this year, and this is the start. We have representatives of all 5 different character packs that have been added, plus Supergirl, who was a addition to the story, the main, starter pack for LEGO Dimensions on PlayStation 4. Hopefully she'll be available later for everybody. But we have Harry Potter from the Harry Potter story. We have Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. We have B.A. Baracus from Mr. T, or from the A-Team. And we have Erin Gilbert from the Ghostbusters. I used her instead of Abby Yates. And then we have Finn from Adventure Time. So those are the new franchises that have been added. In this video, we're going to do an overview of all 5 character, or actually franchises, with all the characters in the video. And later I'll do a bigger video with all characters unlocked, period. So let's go ahead and just get right into it, because I can talk like a champ. So one of the major additions to Wave 6 of LEGO Dimensions is Adventure Time. And Adventure Time actually comes with 3 characters as part of the packs. We've got Jake the dog, Finn the human, and Lumpy Space Princess. Now they're hanging out with Marceline the Vampire Queen, who eventually these lumps. Oh man, that cracks me up. That is the best part about the Lumpy Space Princess. You're basically seeing the best of all of them. So anyway, as I was saying, Marceline the Vampire Queen will be available in Wave 7.5, and when I do an all characters video, we'll update her into the mix. But these are the 3 characters you can play Adventure Time with now. You've got Jake the dog, you've got Lumpy Space Princess, and you've got Finn the human. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I keep getting Jake and Finn's names mixed up. I don't know why, but I do. So this is my favorite level pack in the game. I am going to say it. It is fantastical. You've got Finn, who can have all these different weapons. I'm not going to show him off. I have videos for that. But he's got all sorts of different weapons, different swords that do different things. He's acrobatic. He has some special moves that only he can do, where he inserts his sword into a little spot that will ultimately open doors and stuff like that. So Finn is a very important character. He also has the level pack, so it'll give you access to playing all the different levels of Adventure Time, or the level of Adventure Time, I should say. So then there is Lumpy the Space Princess. Absolutely hysterical. Barfs rainbows. These lumps. Sings all the time with these lumps. Throws, I think, a cell phone. Hey, Jake. The conversations they have are absolutely amazing. Everything about this level is amazing. I adore it. I cannot rave about it enough. So these are all Wave 6 characters, by the way. So there you go. She also has like a portal she can go through, and anything that has like a rainbow cage over it, she's able to destroy. Last but not least, with this wave, we have Jake the dog. And Jake the dog has his transformations. Again, you've seen it in all the different videos. He's got trampoline, he's got dolphin, he's got drill, he's got gyrosphere. So one of the cool ones is the Jake suit, which he will turn himself into an outer suit that any character can get in. But obviously, everybody likes seeing Jake get in it, or Finn, because I think that makes the most sense. So, boom. But Lumpy can get in there too, and it's kind of funny. I mean, come on, that's not funny, right? So they all have vehicles as well. Lumpy has the Lumpy car, which I have set as a peppermint, whatever this is. I think it goes in the water. So I don't have it set to the natural thing. But yeah, I think this is for the water. Anyway, so there's one vehicle. There is also the future elephant war something Majagger. The ancient psychic tandem war elephant. And it shoots fiery brimstone. So, does the laser out of its snout. So, which apparently I'm riding backwards. There is BMO, who actually is very important. And BMO right now I have set up as a dog, and with like a blackberry kind of look. So BMO, actually, I feel like it's important that we can do Snake Mo, and then we can do natural BMO look, which is obviously with their regular colors. So there you go, BMO. BMO comes with Jake, actually. So you can use BMO to get little arcades in the new levels. So there you go. And then, last but not least, coming with Finn is Jake Mobile. And you can have your own Jakeception by... Alright, now let me switch to him. You can have your own Jakeception by having Jake get in the Jake Mobile.
Let's do a thing. Let's roll.
Let's roll. So, at some point he does tell it that it doesn't feel right, and apparently there's something else he can say to it. So, there you go. There is adventure time. So, there you go. We can go ahead and move on to our... So one of the other major additions to LEGO Dimensions Year 2 via Wave 6, we have the big story pack edition of Ghostbusters 2016. Ghostbusters 2016 comes with a minifig for Abby Yates, who is played by Melissa McCarthy in the movie. And each of the 4 Ghostbusters are playable as you beat the level, or the actual entire 6-chapter story. Each chapter is probably going to take you roughly 45 minutes, so that's just a heads up there. So Abby Yates, obviously Erin, actually all 3 other Ghostbusters give you missions throughout the adventure world. So Abby Yates is your main Ghostbuster, and each Ghostbuster, like I said, has different abilities. She does she's like a weird melee attack that she can do. They all have their proton packs, obviously. So there's that. Abby, actually, all of them will actually end up doing puzzles. There's like different like matching puzzles they can do. So there she is, Abby Yates. They all have their own little board movements as well. So she has a little ghost that'll come out and she'll try to inspect it and record it, and it'll go away. Obviously, next up we have Erin Gilbert, who's played in the movie by Kristen Wiig. And honestly, this would have been my pick for an actual minifig. I would have much rather done her. Yeah. I don't know, like, I think maybe some people would actually say Holtzmann, but for me, Erin Gilbert was kind of like the focus of the movie. Holtzmann was kind of like the fan favorite, if you will, but you know, it's nice to be able to play as different characters. She has like a shotgun effect. There's a couple parts in the level where you actually kind of shoot like a shotgun blast. So that's kind of what she does. They all throw like these little proton grenades, or whatever you want to call them. So there you go. There is Erin Gilbert. Next, we do have the aforementioned Jillian Holtzmann, played by Kate McKinnon. And for me, Kate McKinnon's, I mean, she was a little cringy from time to time, but overall, she was the best part about Ghostbusters. And, I mean, you know, you really can't complain about having her character in this game. She's got that kind of sass attitude in the game as well. They did capture that very well in the level pack and the story pack. So her move, shoot, I don't actually remember what. Oh, she can like you know, like sometimes you have those grapple moves where you lock on to an area and it like lets you spring up to higher places. Her special move is that, so she's actually able to do that. And I don't know, I like this version of the character. I mean, I don't know. I guess it makes sense they would use Melissa McCarthy as the character model, but for the minifig. But there you go, Kate, her Jillian Holtzmann. And last but not least is Patty Tolan, who is played by Leslie Jones, and she is the tough gal of the group. She can handle the strength abilities, and her proton pack actually has like a chainsaw tool, which lets her actually like rip through a couple different ghost shields in the levels. So there you go. I'm nowhere near that stinking gate, and it's asking me to do it. So those are the characters that you can play as in the Ghostbusters 2016. Now, keep in mind, if you don't have Ghostbusters 2016, you can access the world if you own Stay Puft, Slimer, or Peter Venkman. So all three of those characters can also get you into the Ghostbusters world. Where is Slimer? Weird. It doesn't recognize Slimer on my base. There we go. So, any of the four characters can get you on, whether you have the 2016 pack or not. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if it actually will let you access the level pack or the story pack, but these guys can definitely get you into the level. What I also want to show you is there is a new. I'm actually going to set it back to Erin Gilbert personally. There's also a new Ecto 1, and here it is right here.
It's good to drive in style.
Let me see if I actually have my other one handy. I should have planned that better, so we can compare the two. Here we go. This is the year 1 Ecto 1. And of course it is green. So we put them side by side, and they're barely different. But their actual minifigs are much different though. So the new one is definitely the better of the two. I'll give it that. So there it is in its normal state. You can also switch it over to the Ectozer. And there it is. The Ectozer, and it obviously has that bulldozer effect. If you can actually crash into things that aren't physical structures that aren't going to move. There we go. Alright. There's the Ectozer. You know, women can't drive, so. And then you have the Perfecto, which lets you fly. Fighting ghosts in the air. So, there are the different things you can do, the different characters you can play as in the Ghostbusters world. You know, this is obviously the most expensive part of the level, or wave 6 of year 2, because it is, you know, $50. It gives you the whole story pack. It does also give you a new topper for your gamepad, so you can have your gamepad look like the Chinese restaurant. So, but anyway, that's wave 6, Ghostbusters 2016, and let's carry on. Mission Impossible is part of the Wave 6 of LEGO Dimensions and adds Ethan Hunt to the fray. And Ethan Hunt is full of awesome things he can do. He's got a gun. He also throws his stick of gum, which he takes out of his mouth, and it explodes things. Ethan Hunt has quickly become one of my favorite characters in the game, also because they used voice quotes from Tom Cruise himself, and it's just fantastic. And I really think he's a great character, and this is coming from somebody who I haven't really watched any of the Mission Impossible movies. I really enjoy the level pack, and it's a great overall addition to the franchise. He can swim underwater. He can do acrobatic stuff. So he's got a lot of versatility to him. He can blow up silver bricks. He comes with 2 vehicles. First is the IMF sports car, which is right here. And it has a couple different modes. It has IMF tank, which is dope. I know I didn't really race around in the sports car, but the next vehicle might be the coolest vehicle mode in the game. IMF Splorer. Watch this thing. Boom. It's supposed to have like missiles. So this one goes underwater, and there is a water area of the game, of the level, I should say, and that is not where I'm going to find it. So it's really just a really cool vehicle. Sorry, I didn't spawn it at the best of places, but I'm almost there. Except these light poles aren't destructible. Out of my way! Alright, here we go. So yeah, it goes underwater. And there are some things that you actually need to use it for. There are some different... Whoa. There are some different missions that you do underwater. One of the things I don't love about being underwater is that sometimes they don't want you to stay underwater. But I digress. One of the other things that Ethan Hunt does is he actually has a little mini drone that he can use, and the drone will let you do different like puzzles, kind of as if you were like in one of those puzzles where you go short and tall. So you can hold down this, brings out the remote control drone, and just like that, we've got a remote control drone. I don't know, oh, it doesn't go that far. So yeah, basically, there you are, Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. Those are the different vehicle forms that he uses for that one. Also, I almost forgot, he has a bike. INF bike. There it is. I don't know if I have the right skin on it right now. But if you want a motorcycle, you can motorcycle around with the INF bike. Some of the other modes that it has are Shock Cycle. I love that. And the Shock Cycle is kind of weird. Oh no, I almost fell in the water. We probably should get off the bridge. And then the other mode is Covert Jet. There we go. So there it is. He can fly around. So he's got his water vehicle and his air vehicle. So very cool stuff. So yeah, man. There is Ethan Hunt as part of the Mission Impossible. Ta-da! And hope you guys enjoyed that part. Let's move on to the next edition. Oh yeah, we got the A-Team here. That is right, the entire A-Team. And in order to do this, you need to have 4 different A-Team team packs, or fun packs, I guess is what it technically is. And you can have all 4 members of the A-Team: Hannibal, John Hannibal Smith, B.A. Baracus, Howling Mad Murdock, and Templeton, Faceman, Peck. So I kind of like, I wish we had the Bradley Cooper version in here, but I understand they're going with the classic. I don't know, I just like Bradley. So anyway, yeah, he's sexy. I didn't say that. So I love this pack, and I think my enjoyment for it is just in the ability to have all 4 characters. Don't fret, you don't have to have 4 of them to get them. Mr. T can change out in between the different characters, so you do have access to all 4 characters. But if you just happen to have 4 of the B.A. Baracus figure, and more importantly the actual disc that goes on the bottom, you can have all 4 of them on the board at the same time. So they all have like explosive abilities. I keep calling him Mr. T. B.A. Baracus has his like wind up punch that he does. And he has this gold machine gun. But he mostly attacks things with melee. There he can throw some dynamite, but he uses his fists mostly. Murdock has like a little Uzi. So there it is. And he punches things mostly as well. Face does the same thing. He's got the same kind of Uzi. And then you got Hannibal, who actually has a sniper rifle. So, there you go. And then, of course, they've got BA's van here. Now, BA's van does some cool things. You can press B and you can make the A-team dance, which is hilarious. And you can run them all over as well. So yeah, you got BA's van. Alright, we're going to stop that. There you go. Drives like you would expect it to. You also have the Fool Smasher, which is a bit of a bulldozer. Does not swim. It's purely... I would think that it would just like go right through vehicles, but it doesn't. So, there's that. And then, hilariously, we have the Pain Plane, which I really should have Murdock fly, but I'm pretty sure BA does not like flying, and it's kind of funny to see him flying it, but there you go. So, the vehicles are definitely pretty cool. They did a good job picking out this pack. And like I said, I don't expect... I only have 4 copies of Mr. T so that I could do the whole A-team because they were buy 2, get 1 free at Target on launch week. Otherwise, I would not have all 4 of them out. But I do, so I am going to utilize it. There is the A-team, and we will get on to our next pack in Wave 6. And the last franchise of Wave 6 is Harry Potter. Now, Harry Potter actually is pretty interesting. It's kind of fun. And I actually find myself using both Harry and Lord Voldemort pretty often. They come together. I was a little sad that they didn't actually do a level for these two. I would have thought they would have, but apparently remastering the game for PS4 was a priority. So... as you can see, I'm not really paying good enough attention, but they throw snowballs at you, all the little students. Voldemort and Harry basically do the same thing, and they have their magic. Oh, look at that. That was a well-timed shield. They do their magic. They have dogs that squeak their toys. And there's actually serpent locations that you can go where you're able to open them. Like, you can only open them if you have Harry or Voldemort. I don't know where there's any off the top of my head to really show you, but That is one of the things. And obviously they both fly, which is a big deal. One of the reasons I use both of them quite often. I end up using Voldemort because I don't know anything about him, but I do know he's a bad guy. So everybody reacts to Voldemort. As you can see, they act scared that he's coming around. So they did that very well too. Now they both have their own vehicles. Since we have Voldemort here, he has his train, the Hogwarts Express, which actually does go around their world. There is a train track where the Hogwarts Express... Oh, look at that right here. Where there is an actual Hogwarts Express train that makes its way around. I don't quite know if... I don't quite know if you can actually get on it, but I haven't tried that yet. So... oh, I crack myself up. There are two other versions of the vehicle. It can turn into a soaring steam plane. The Forbidden Forest. With the trees that stop you. So. And then he's got another vehicle, which is the Steam Warrior. And it brought me all the way over to here. So, it's a melee vehicle, which is pretty interesting. It does shoot stuff when you upgrade it properly. So, there is Voldemort's vehicle. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's actually a very interesting vehicle. So, there you go. Harry has his own. He has a car, which flies. You guys might be familiar with it. I have no idea. But it does fly, so it's probably not the best one for races. Or maybe it is. Actually, that could be... Actually, could be a good thing. So, it also turns into a piranha sub, which, of course, I am nowhere near water, as always. So, we'll just take a look at it in action, and it can shoot once you upgrade it. And then lastly, it turns into the monstrous mouth. And there you go. Looks like one of the Quintessons from Transformers. Or Sharkticons, I'm sorry, not Quintessons. Actually looks like a Quintesson too, one of their faces. But it does look like a Sharkticon from Transformers. If you don't know, now you know. And you should know, because Transformers is the bomb. But anyway, this is the Harry Potter world. We're gonna go talk to this dude. You guys might know who he is. I have no idea. Restore the burrow. That's what we'll do. And that is it for Wave 6 of LEGO Dimensions. And I'm going to use this and mash it up with Waves 1 through 5. And that might be next if you're in that video. Otherwise, if you are on the Wave 6 video, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see ya.